Alright, I think we should be good now. Yeah, the front-facing camera was definitely a much better idea. As always, Tim thinks of the most amazing things. I know that some of y'all are probably still in ads hell. So I'm going to give it a minute while I properly unfurl the rest of this stuff. And then stretch it out, and we should be good to go. Sorry, I did the face press because I was about to greet everybody, and then I read the thing that Cal said, so of course my brain shut off for like half a second, because it does that. Hi everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope the day was restful and or productive for y'all. I was up really late last night, so I slept in a bunch, which is why we're late. But it was a good time. But yeah, I just wound up sleeping in, so it's fine. I guess mostly also like going out to do groceries a couple days ago on top of that just like kind of wiped me for a bit, but we're good. We're here. But yeah, hi Stubby, hi Shiny, hi Cal, and hi Kettle. I deeply thank y'all. Dang. Yeah, I'm happy I streamed today because like for half a second when I woke up late, I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull it off. But then I was like, no, I feel more awake now. It's fine. Yeah, it turns out to be the right choice. So yeah, we had a good time with Slave Zero X on oh well, okay, that's what happened. I'm like, who pinged me there? That's weird. But not bad weird, just who pinged me there. But yeah, early today, late. Sundays I start an hour earlier than I normally do in the week. Like the week I usually do 6 to 9 because I usually do from 6 to 9 during the week Eastern time because I try to account for like my work schedule and things like that when I was working anyway. But like Sundays 5 to 9 I go like an hour later. So that does bring up the point that I may want to normalize out the hours at some point and maybe just do 3 hours for every stream every week. So now we get like an even 10 hours total, but they're all split amongst different things. Have I been playing Rebirth in my free time? I don't have a PS5, so I can't. Yeah. By the time I was thinking about trying to pick up a PS5, even with the prices down, I was just like, I didn't have a reason to buy one. And Rebirth, at least as far as I currently understand, is still, yeah, as far as I understand, it's PS5 exclusive. So it's like, no, I can't. I think I got Remake again. I think I got Remake again on PC at one point, and it's for the same reason, Shiny, that I wasn't able to play Intergrade when it came out, because they were like, you can only play it on like PS5, and I originally got Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4. So yeah, I'm kind of SOL. So I've just been living vicariously through Twisted streaming it, which is fine. Basically, if I get jobbed up in such a manner that I'm like not sweating and stressing about like money stuff, I probably actually consider getting a PS5, even if it's just for Rebirth. So, you know. But, like, as it is now, yeah. As it is now, I gotta hold that, basically, is basically where we're at. It's alright. Isaac is on sale again and again. I'm broke. This game does not want me to play it. Yeah, it happens. I don't know why Brain Meat's always associated with streams 8 in the mornings on Mondays here. Time zones are weird. These things happen. But yeah, so at some point, but honestly, I also have a really big off-stream RPG backlog anyway. I started a playthrough of Star Ocean: The Divine Force ages ago, and I haven't been back to finish it, and I really, really want to. Because like the last time I actually sat down and played and beat a Star Ocean game was like Star Ocean 3. All right, and then I just remembered now because I was looking at Cal's name. I need to, and because Kettle just said it, I need to see if maybe my Twitter account can be useful for one thing, and see if I maybe win that damn Final Fantasy 14 flavored Xbox. Probably not, but might as well try. Lol. I would like have a new Xbox so play my Xbox games that aren't available on PC. Yeah. So yeah, like right now though, I still yeah, like right now I still am very much in the space of just like I want to finish a couple of the other games that I have on my backlog really before I like with fighting games, you can never really have a fighting game backlog, right? You always just circle back around to whatever you want to play when you feel like playing it. RPGs and stuff are different. Ideally, I would like to finish Star Ocean 6 and Trails in the Sky at some point. I really do like both of those games, but like I'm just like slacking. Like I own the ME series, but I can only play Legendary version on PC. Microsoft needs to be, but yeah, they're kind of chipping, huh? True. I know that daylight saving time is also a pain, but I just want to say that it's really nice to be able to sit here at like 6 in the evening and have the sun just on my face. It's so good. Trails in the Sky and Star Ocean are series I've been wanting to try. Yeah, like I came to Star Ocean really late, but the nice thing about the Star Ocean games that I really appreciate about them is that because of the nature of how they were developed and the history behind them, they are basically very functionally distantly related to the Tales series. And so it's really interesting to sort of see how they've diverged kind of as time has gone on. They are very different games in tone and style to a certain extent to each other, but there are also elements of like, how do they do action game? Like, how do they do the action RPG in ways that are like different from each other, and what are the systems that they chose to emphasize? Yeah, really? Yeah. So I talked about this when I played Tales of Phantasia for PlayStation 1 like last year or like 2 years ago or so. But basically the original team for Tales of Phantasia, like Namco Wolf Team, I think they were called back then, that they made Tales of Phantasia, but after Tales of Phantasia was done, some of the staff that worked on that game were like, this isn't really the game that we wanted to make, XYZ. We're going to go do our own thing. At which point, some of them split off and made the first Star Ocean game for Super Nintendo. And basically from there, right, you kind of like gone, that's sort of like the kind of parallel. In the same way that it's very similar to how after Street Fighter 2, Akira Nishitani, he chose to like at some point after Street Fighter 2 came out, Akira Nishitani left Capcom, founded Arika, and would eventually work on Street Fighter EX and the Fighting Layer series, right? So yeah, it's not like one-to-ones, but if you play like a Star Ocean game and a Tales game, you can sort of see where they chose. And at some point, really, obviously, they're not necessarily pulling directly from each other. But, should I play Fantasia to see where it went different? I've been wanting to play many Tales games I can. I think Tales of Fantasia is like, especially if you want to get like an idea of, I'll put it like this, right? I'm trying to remember the exact way that they talk about, and I don't think that these internal splits are as true as they used to be. But basically, right, within as far as the Tales games were concerned, there's sort of like there's two like main design style splits, right? You have games that are closer to like Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Destiny, the original one, and things like that, where you have HP and TP, and then you like when you use skills, you use a little bit of your TP to use them, but then you hit enemies and get that back, and so on and so forth. I'll put it like this: within the older style of Tales games, you have the things that are more orthodox for like old style Tales games like Fantasia, Destiny, even Symphonia to a certain extent, as well as sort of like the other evolutionary takes on that, was like Vesperia and things like that. And then you also have games that rely on something called chain capacity, which is like Tales of Graces, the Tales of Destiny remakes that never got released overseas, and things of that nature. If you play Tales of Fantasia, my personal recommendation is probably like the PS1 version. Through various manners of hoisting a flag, you should be able to find a version that has an English translation. I prefer the PlayStation 1 version just because it has a nice soundtrack, expanded content, and generally kind of like is one of the it's kind of like one of the, personally for me, the version of Tales of Fantasia that I prefer is the PlayStation 1 version. Yeah. Hang on a second. Just answering a thing real quick. Hold that there. Where is my... Yeah. And if you can't get a hold of it, hit me up in DMs and I'll hook you up with the version that I played for stream. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got on that front as far as like talking about stuff. Yeah, to go back to my original point, yeah, like my RPG backlog is like super huge. So to go back to my original point after all this time, Rebirth right now, even if I were to get like jobbed up and get a PS5 within like a month, I probably wouldn't be playing Rebirth for like a hot minute because I really want to sit down and finish Star Ocean: The Divine Force. Because Star Ocean 4, that game is contested, to say the least. And Star Ocean 5, not a very strongly reviewed game. But the Divine Force is a little different. I think. Trying to see if I can like actually get this desk to like sit because I've been sitting for a while, so I want to standing because we're not playing like a fighting game or anything today. Gotta make sure I don't fight. Okay, better. Yeah, I want to stand for a little bit, so. That's fair, and it'll be great to stay away from Rebirth outside of like PT and certain other people as long as possible because they're bad takes and untacked. But yeah, like I haven't played Final Fantasy. I haven't played FF70, but I know enough of the major plot beats that like even watching alongside Nessa's stream, I've been like, okay, yeah, I think I heard about this, or I read about this in the strategy guide for it that I had when I was younger, and blah blah blah. And so it's been interesting to sort of see where some of that comes in, and I'm just familiar enough with the compilation of Final Fantasy VII materials that like seeing where those are being sneaked in is really nice, but it's nice to like have it. Even if I did have the right. As someone who knows most of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, seeing bad takes on pop has been irritated. Anyway, though, that art for Breath of Fire 3 looks beautiful. Yeah. So, Tatsuya Yoshikawa, I believe, is the artist. So, like the first two Breath of Fire games. I know that we've been talking about this, but I'm also reminded of if Cosmo was here, Fane would say, "But we love hearing you talk about these things. Stop apologizing." So, in the spirit of owning that, I believe, if I remember correctly, that while Keiji Inafune did the art for the first two Breath of Fire games for Super Nintendo initially, like all the concept art and stuff like that, is very, very like Mega Man era-esque if you look at it. I believe for Breath of Fire 3, 4, and 5, they brought on someone by the name of Tatsuya Yoshikawa as the artist. He started with 3, and then when they did the remakes for Breath of Fire 1 and 2, if I remember it correctly, he also did the art for those games. Like we discussed earlier on the stream, like a couple of streams back, Tatsuya Yoshikawa actually had very different character designs for young Ryu, Hippo, and Nina, which is why their sprites in game, as well as like Nina's adult sprite and things like that, they look different because Tatsuya Yoshikawa went with one set of designs initially. I think if it was still him or if they didn't switch art. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. Either for Breath of Fire 3, Yoshikawa was there the whole time, but he switched styles partway through the development, which is why the portraits look one way, but like Ryu's young character sprite has a different hairstyle than his portrait does, and so on and so forth. But all the art is consistent. I say all that to say that Tatsuya Yoshikawa would then go back, if I remember correctly, and do concept arts for the portraits and box art and stuff for the re-releases of Breath of Fire 1 and 2, which is why if you look at Breath of Fire 1 for GBA, Breath of Fire 2 for GBA, Breath of Fire 3, 4, and 5, that's why those art styles look so much more consistent between each other, because Tatsuya Yoshikawa did all of them, as I recall. Yes, Dragon Quarter. So the fifth Breath of Fire game, which we're not playing as part of the year Breath of Fire, is Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. I've mentioned this before, probably somewhere else, but I'll mention it here anyway. Dragon Quarter is still a Capcom developed game, but specifically, Dragon Quarter was made by people who would then go on to work on Dead Rising. So if you understand the gameplay loop of Dead Rising and how that game is structured in terms of the way that you play it repeatedly and do certain things, you will understand the main design conceit behind Dragon Quarter. The main reason why I'm not playing Dragon Quarter on stream is mostly a couple reasons. It is not my style of RPG that I normally enjoy very much. It is much more heavy on a focus on tactical style turn-based RPG thinking. There is a certain mechanic that is mechanically very cool and very interesting, but in practice runs up against one of the things that I personally, to be clear, I personally do not do well with in games, which is, effectively speaking, a running timer mechanic. Like, I don't do good with time pressure stuff. More Suikoden like, it's a little hard to describe. No. There's a certain flow to the way that like battles work. Fire Emblem, closer, but not exactly. Probably at some point look up gameplay and you'll understand what I mean. When I say tactical, I mean that you do have like things to consider about like your character's movement and positioning. There is like a very elaborate system for how you learn skills from weapons and things like that, as well as certain other considerations as far as like positioning and things like that. But it is, yeah, not really like Suikoden, maybe a little closer to Fire Emblem, but not in the way that you think it is. But yeah, mostly the gameplay changes, the setting change in particular, like the gameplay and setting changes are mostly the two reasons why I'm not like super interested in playing it for the year Breath of Fire. So we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4. The way that I phrase it is that Dragon Quarter is not a bad game, but it is not a game made for me. In the same way that I'm like, yeah, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are really great Zelda games, but they are not Zelda games that were made for Sean. That's just not the way that it works. Those games do not spark joy in me, really. So, you know. But I read somewhere that Breath of Fire 3 had a weird dev cycle, especially with translations that fits. Yeah. I like tactics game in theory, but I'm not good at them like Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah. So yeah, last time on Breath of Fire 3, we basically hang on, I'm gonna go get my standing mat because my feet are, yeah, these shin splints in the worst way. We don't want that. So yeah, last time we played Breath of Fire 3, we we've unlocked all the dragon powers in the game. And now basically we are on our way to go see God. But in order to do that, in order to go see God, we have to cross the desert of death. And before we cross the desert of death, there's like a factory. Yeah. Basically speaking, the last major dungeon before the final dungeon is, I think, where we're at now. Because we basically have, without going too deep into it and giving away things that I probably shouldn't know about yet, hang on a second. Oh. There we go. So TLDR, we have the dungeon that's in front of us that we haven't gotten through yet. We have the Desert of Death after that, and then basically after the Desert of Death is the lead up into the final dungeon. So we're basically nearly done with the game. I don't think we're finishing it tonight. Probably, if I am lucky and everything comes together right. Yeah. So basically, if I time it right, not this stream, either the one after that or the last one in March leading into April is probably when we're done with this game, as far as what I can tell. Given my best guess, anyway. So yeah, basically at this point we just need to get through. At this point, basically we just need to get through the wall on the other side of the. We need to get through the wall on the other side of the world over there, and we should be good to go as far as that's concerned. Hey, base. So knowing Ryu and Nina should be romantically involved in every game makes it very similar to Zelda. Almost every game. Breath of Fire 2 deliberately makes it very ambiguous insofar as whether. I'll put it like this: Breath of Fire 2 implies very strongly that both Nina and Kat have very strong feelings for Ryu in that game. And in Dragon Quarter, their relationship is not anything like that. Not really. I wonder how many game series at that time played with the same format with regards to romance and relationships. That is a good question, really. Oh, hang on. I thought I turned that timer off. Give me 1 second. That doesn't remind me that I need to submit the I gotta submit the that I wanted to play Chrono Trigger in January and it's March. Maybe April will be the month. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well, Base. Good to see you as always. I'm gonna just check the Fairy Village real quick to see how they're getting on over here. Discovered new work. Excellent. Funny that you mentioned Zelda for that. But the games hinting at Zelda and Link being an item is a pretty recent thing. Like, no games before Skyward Sword really implied. Yeah, like, I think basically the way that I would put it is that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were more explicit about making it. Yeah, like those games were more explicit about making it like making it text, I think. But I think for certain, like with Ocarina of Time for sure, definitely you could like argue it either way. Yeah, like a lot of it, I'll put it like this. Like even when you look at like Ocarina of Time where there were, step that back a little bit. Link's Awakening, given that Marin is implied to look a lot like Zelda, and that to a certain degree, depending on how you choose to read the subtext in Link's Awakening, right? Without getting into any spoilers about that game, given the subtext of how you choose to read into how Marin and Link happen to like connect with each other in that game, and given that Marin is implied or outright stated to be very similar looking to Zelda, you can read certain things into that. And Link's Awakening is like the fourth Zelda game, to be clear about that. Ocarina of Time, either or, right? Is an either or on that, really. Twilight Princess, definitely those vibes are not really there. Well, I'll put it like this. Functionally speaking, Marin looks a lot closer to Malon, but it is implied to a certain degree. This is what makes it complicated, right? Because with Marin in particular, Malon was designed after her, not before her. So it's one of those things where it's like chicken or egg, sort of. But from my understanding, the general implication is that in the context of in the universe, Link is, for whatever reason, partially reminded of Zelda when he looks at Marin. So, from the wibbly wobbly timey wimey bullshit that I'm not going to get into here, but functionally speaking, the implication, at least in the original text, is something that, like, yeah, Marin reminds Link of Zelda. Something like that, I think. If I'm misremembering it, then I'm misremembering it, and I'll hold that. But like, let's see here. Okay, so we have another Artemis's cap here. Okay, so I think we might be able to just go straight on to like the next part of all whatever. I want to get Nina a couple more levels before I put Momo back in. Oh wait, whoops. Well, Ray will kill the boss goblin first, so that's fine. Hold on, let me split this properly so I can actually see y'all talking and stuff. I wonder why they bothered going so vague. Maybe because romances are harder to implement than people think. Yes. Is Ray a cat person? So, specifically speaking, Ray is from a clan that in Breath of Fire has traditionally been called Warren. They don't explicitly name it that in most in-game material that I can think of, aside from like Breath of Fire 4, I think. But yeah, Cat, Ray, and a specific character in Breath of Fire 4 are all from a tribe called Warren, who are basically like cat and or tiger people. In the same way that like Momo is a member of the Grassrunner clan, most of whom have been like the first two games had Bo from Breath of Fire 1 is a grass runner, but like a wolf grass runner. Bo from Breath of Fire 2 is a dog grass runner. Momo in this game is also a grass runner, but like a rabbit one. So yeah, Ray has the ability to turn into a were-tiger, but functionally speaking, he is a warden. W-O-R-E-N. But yeah, what Base said is also true. Part of it is that, yeah, like doing a good romance subplot is very difficult, right? But also, yes, you also have a certain degree of like plausible deniability to work with also. This is true. But yeah, it's funny, though, that we say they can always go, nah, it's your imagination, all these characters are straight. It's funny because Bandai did that, and then with G-Witch, and then Sunrise was like, no. Like, y'all know, right? So yeah, trying to make G-Witch not gay was laughable. They were exactly, and Sunrise, they knew it. As a reminder, Ichiro Okochi, who I believe was like G-Witch's head writer, so he wasn't the only writer on that show, but like he was like the lead writer, I think. He worked on Revolutionary, not like the anime for it. I think he worked on like the After the Revolution novels for Revolutionary Girl Utena. And if you know Utena, you already know. I don't have to tell you. You already know what the score is. They just need a G-Witch over where they have a beach episode of Vacation on Lesbos and Greece. Yeah. Yeah. Someone back in my live journal days tried to make a claim that Utena was not gay. Baffled it. No, that shit is literally spitting rainbows. You cannot. What makes it even funnier is that how official art of the Jewish duo came out with their wedding. Yeah, I believe even in the context of the show, in the epilogue, those two, they're wearing wedding rings. So it's like, anyway. So go up these stairs here. Their friendship rings, SJ. They're very good roommates, right? Let's see if we can fry eggs with lightning. Oh, they don't. They're really resistant to those, huh? Oh no! They turned Ray into an egg! Race future pronouns. Cool, got pneumonia. Head up the hallway and go through the doorway at the end over here. Okay. Oh, there's a lot. Huh. Rock breaker. Alright, what's this do? Now, SJ, the entire party. Yeah. Now, I imagine everybody would be chill about it. I imagine everybody would be chill about it, even Momo. Momo would probably just blink and go, huh, I hadn't noticed. Knowing her anyway. Now I'm wondering how... Yeah. Momo's the type to not notice someone had top surgery. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Hang on, I gotta switch. It looks like I gotta go out and go pick up Momo anyway, because there's an item to get here. Alright. Well, hang on. What item is it? Okay, not important. We don't need it. So we don't have to actually leave. I'd rather not if I have the option. Thank you so much for the follow. I deeply appreciate it. We do keep our follow alerts anonymous so that people who like lurking and don't necessarily feel like they want to do a lot of talking can do that in peace and quiet. So thank you for the follow. Deeply appreciate it. Welcome to the Gage Gang. I hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, no, that's a good question. Yeah, Momo would definitely not notice. Would definitely not notice a friend having top surgery. Like someone would have to like bring it up to her. Like someone had to bring it up to her, and she'd be like, "Oh, huh? I guess." Like, she'd be like, "Oh, huh? I suppose that did happen, didn't it?" Well, congratulations. Okay, oh, nice damage, but not the actual nice kind. More like the fuck. Thank God Ryu does ridiculous amounts of damage, though. Probably in terms of raw attack power, Gar might still be better, but yeah, fix your face, bud. Yeah, like if I actually put Ryu at the lead of the if I actually put Ryu at the oh right, I wanted to put Rei under Hachio and I didn't unlock Hachio or the other or Giotto. Whoops. That's fine. At some point maybe I take a fishing break and see if we can hit maybe at some point I take a fishing break, see if we hit 2k and then do that. Yeah, I was a little bit, and then I got annoyed and stopped. And I forgot to do it off stream because I do that. So northwest and then southeast. So we're gonna come up here. We basically only need like 2,000 fishing points, and I have like 17 something. So I just have to go to the right spot and catch a couple of new fish that I haven't picked up yet. So you find fish head. Go to the door near the blue switch, but don't hit it. Okay. Yeah, just go Were Tiger, because so yeah, probably I'm gonna keep Rei in the party mostly all the time now, just because with the strength of the enemies as it stands right now, this cheese works really well. As long as either Ryu has no need to transform or we can otherwise work things out. I could also... Spoilers time, wahaha. Momo can't hit the broadside of a barn. Also, Peko is a mutant onion and cute. For half a second, you almost had me. I really had to stop for a second and go, wait, hold up. I did not just... And then I read all of it. I'm like, okay. Okay, fair. But yeah, welcome on in, Pain the Trash Grinder. Glad to have you here. Oh, jeez. Oh, these... Oh, they're tough, huh? Okay. But not that tough. Yeah, like, probably if I were to play this game again, like if I were to run this game again at some point, that would probably be the point at which I use Peiko. Again, not because Peiko's like a bad character, far from it, but you have to like actually think about the way that you want to build him. And while I have played this game before, right? This is my first time personally making it this far in this game. Like these are parts of like we basically hit like a point of the game that I have not played myself before. And so it's like I want to really get an understanding of how the whole thing works before I think about Peiko and how to use it and how to use it. Okay, so hit the switch. I gotta hit the switch farthest to the left and then hurry over to the other switch. All right. Okay. It's fine. We got over to where we needed to get, which is like here. Someone needs to update the description on those glasses. Yeah. But this is also why when you can, you get an Artemis cap for her really early. Throw that on her and you don't have to... You worry about it less anyway. Oh, Ray got an EX turn. Lol. Okay. HP rose 3 points, AP rose 9 points, Power rose 7 points, Agility rose 2, Int rose 5, Ryu learned Resurrect. Alright. We're cooking. Yeah, like he's never going to have nearly as much AP as Nina is, and that's fine. I don't need him to. I just want him to have enough that we can afford to like put out a good amount of like yeah, Resurrect straight up revives a dead party member. I just want him to have enough AP that he can like reasonably throw out a couple of things. Nina is always going to have way more. Like Nina is always going to be like, which is why I went to the trouble of getting Magic Ball and Mind Sword for her, because Sage's Frock. Alright, that's cool. It's a little bit heavier, but boost Nina's Int, and we want that. Every single point of Int that I can throw down for Nina, I want for her. She needs it. Got the Sage's Frock. You down the next door in bed, okay? Up. It is so yeah. Basically, if you want to actually like maximize reuse AP gain, as far as I know anyway, you basically have to min-max it out from like the start of the game. Mostly, you keep him under Migas for a much longer period of time, and you mostly keep him focused on like magic and like AP based masters. So like you would throw him basically roughly Migas, Emitai, Dace probably would be the only real way to like get his AP up quickly and keep it like super high if that's what you wanted to do. No one can never know. I gotta go turn that down because literally I just jumped out of my. Let me go turn that down while we go wait for that. But thank you so much for the new sub, Paying the Trash Grinder. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you for the hype also, Stubby. Let me go turn that down because I accidentally literally nearly like scared the actual crap out of myself. Events. Yeah, but it could be the new sub over here. Sound. I almost gave a real spoiler for how to boost his HP faster. Don't do that! Because at this particular point, we have what we have, and it's probably fine. So I'm not stressing it. But I appreciate that you caught yourself. Because yeah, like I said, while this is like again, this is like my first time having made it this deep into the game personally. So I'm just trying to vibe right now. You feel? So I appreciate you catching yourself. And here. So these stairs to the left. Okay, cool. Alright, fine. So descend the stairs at the left, switch. If you do a replay and you want that info, then I'll give it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Probably wouldn't be for like a little while yet, because normally I don't. With certain exceptions, I usually don't replay games that frequently on here. But like the primary exceptions I'm thinking of are like Legend of Dragoon. I want to replay at some point because I want to try a different party composition than I did when I played it the first time. And see what kind of like cool stuff that I can learn from that. Aside from that, the only other game that I have replayed on stream was Legend of Legaia to like actually redo the run because it got scuffed at one point. And Star Ocean till the End of Time because we finished it on regular difficulty and then I played it again on universe difficulty. Alright, let's see here. Okay, walk south and climb back down the ladder. Okay. Did that. Head to the right, blue switch next to the door, and then blue switch to the right of the stairs. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Fuck. Shit. Okay, cool. Workbot control panel. Instructions. The workbot moves by tracing the movement of its controller on the dais. So once the workbot is near a switch, press the action button. You want to quit, leave the dais, or activate the panel. So action button in this case, they wrote it in green, but I switched it to square. So let's see here. Okay, yeah, I get the idea. So basically, it's gonna be mimicking my movements, but the hard part now is more or less that I need to use. I gotta basically use those blocks as like stopgaps to like get it to follow my directions pretty much. So there we go. All right. Head left and climb up this ladder over here, and then we should be able to head over around to where that happened, and we should be in the pink. So yeah, realistically, honestly, the one thing that I know for sure that I would probably actually bother doing in a second playthrough of this game is I didn't bother doing this time because I just didn't feel like it. So basically speaking, there is a little hide and seek game that I deliberately did not do, partially just because I wasn't in the mood for it. But there's a hide and seek game that you can do after the time skip during this part of, not at this specific point in the game, but basically once you have access to Windia. But my personal recommendation is that you save it until after you have the teleport. The teleport is unlocked, because it makes it easier to like travel all over the world and go do these parts relatively easily. Basically speaking, you can do hide and seek with the hide and seek kids. You can do hide and seek with the hide and seek kids in Windia, and when you find all 4 of them, they all become masters, who each, with the exception of like one of them, all unlock different formations for you to use. Nah, you shouldn't have done that. You got done up. But yeah, basically speaking, one of the most busted formations in this game you can get by doing the hide and seek stuff with them. And I didn't do it just because it's like I would have to basically burn I'd have to burn like 3 levels for somebody in order to pick up one of them in particular, and I was just like, I don't really want to do that. If I hadn't particularly messed up the thing that I did with Nina earlier, I probably would have done it with Peiko. Which one? Which what? As in which master or which formation? Which formation? Chain formation. Bice, who is one of the siblings that you can pick up as a master in Windia after you do the adult version of the hide and seek game. Bice teaches the chain formation with like 3 levels under him. And the reason why chain formation is busted, well, Pain, you might know this, but for people who don't know, the reason why the chain formation is so busted is because it will make it so that your characters will all go in order after whoever is in the lead, right? So if you put a character with high agility at the front of the chain formation, then there is basically, as far as I'm aware anyway, barring any like changes in speed or whatever, you can ensure that your characters will always have their 3 turns first before your enemy attacks, if you set things up correctly. Chain formation, if you strategize with it correctly, is incredibly busted. I just didn't feel like getting it, so I didn't. But as early as when you first get access to Windia as an adult, you can start the side quest for it. And then all you really need to do at that point, once you've done the side quest, you apprentice a character to Bice, you do like 3 levels under him, and you get chain formation. Well, Nina's not going to get her level up. That's kind of annoying. It's fine, I guess. Because Ray's gonna kill the pipe bomb. Nina literally only has like 5, literally only needed 5 experience for the next part. I am in fact very upset about that. That was in fact exceedingly rude. You are correct. So yeah, now Nina has to eat that HP penalty until we get to an inn. But anyone can come this far. Now comes the hard part, the desert of death. A land of ever-changing sands, where nothing lives and from which no one returns. That's what everyone said about crossing this ocean, the ocean. I get the feeling that God wants to be left alone. I don't know anything about that, but I do know the goddess lives beyond the desert. You must cross the desert. I'll tell you how to survive long enough to get there. Ask me anything. I won't. Basically, the instructions that Horus gives are like weird and wrong. So we're not going to bother. I'm going to go get Nina her level up. I'm going to swap in Momo for Nina because at this point... Go back. Did they change the quest? No, it might be that, or it might just be that Horus explains it badly. It's one of those two. Any question? Any question? Then what are the grant? That would make our lives a lot easier, huh? Unfortunately. All right. So and then after this, we're gonna switch Nina out for Momo probably, just because Nina has the HP penalty still, and we're gonna be up to some shenanigans, and Nina needs some levels. And now Ray will go ahead and murder the tank bot, and we should be fine. So while he's doing that, y'all can do whatever builds you want, but most of the time I put Nina on fall. Yeah, I can see why. In my case, I'm mostly I'm just choosing deliberately to at least for the times when I remember to, for the most part, I'm deliberately just choosing to amp up the stuff that the characters are already good at, mostly. But I can see why you would do that. That makes sense. Okay, that should be good right now. Okay, I'm gonna take a second here, open up this thing in a separate tab, and do okay. Okay. So I like how the guide was like, hey, so if you want to get these 2 items in the desert on the first trip, right? Here's how you do it. But also, I don't recommend doing it because you can just fish for these instead. And I'm just like, ooh. Yeah. All right. So we're not going to do the thing. Because I was sitting here thinking about it. And I was just like, do we want to? And I'm like, it sounds like it's too much work. So let's properly go through how this goes. All right. So yeah, he has a bunch of stuff to say. We're not going to listen to any of it. I'm going to make a save before we go. But assuming that the guide is not lying to me, there's basically a much easier way to get through this than the instructions that he gives you. Okay, I'll at least talk to him, and then we're going to ignore what he says and then do it the other way. So at least y'all have an idea of how you are technically supposed to do this, even if we wind up not doing it. All right. Okay, walking in the desert. This is very important. Listen carefully. So, about time. Naturally, as you move through the desert, time passes. One day is 24 hours, 12-hour day, 12-hour night. You keep track of time by counting your steps. You'll walk about 40 steps in an hour. You only waste energy moving during the day. You should move at night when it's cooler. Anything else you want to know? Directions. You can find your way in the desert by looking at the stars. This is the North Star. It always appears in the north and never moves. If you follow it, you're headed due north. This one's the false North Star. It sometimes appears at different heights depending on the day. It can fool you. Careful not to mix it up with the real North Star. And this one is the Evening Star. It always appears in the west, but not always at the same height and in the same place. If you're in the center of the desert, it'll be due west. If you lose track of where you are in the desert, you're done for. Make sure you keep your eyes on the stars. One thing you need to be careful about is after breaking camp or after a battle. Make sure you check what direction you're facing. If you forget, you could end up in a lot of trouble. Anything else? Leaving the desert. Here's how to get out of the desert. First, follow the north. So, these instructions are bullshit. Don't follow them. At least according to this guy that I'm reading. So that's why I'm not reading them. Or it's either that what he said is wrong or what he writes down is incorrect. It's one of those two. Either he says the right thing here and then writes down the wrong thing, or he says and writes down the wrong thing. It's one of those two. All right. I forgot to get water. But basically, the way that you literally do it is you look for the North Star, you make one turn to the right like I just did, and you just keep walking. And yeah, every now and again, you get into random battles on battlefields like this. Yep, I had the directions possibly translated wrong. Yeah. Yeah. And this is why Ray is just in the party all the time at this point. Because it's just really convenient to be able to just like sick Were-Tiger on enemies when you need it. Rather than having like figure out anything else. It's just really convenient to just be able to do that. Oh yeah, I literally forgot to grab water. Alright, y'all. Hold on. Guess what I gotta do? Yeah. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to get water. Because they don't give it to you automatically. You have to like actually take water from the jug at this, which is why I made sure to save. See? This is why you always make sure that you do hard saves all the time. Very important. We didn't really lose that much time. I just have to like reload this file. And that's also why you rotate your saves. Because now I literally just come here. So don't do the thing that I did. This is very important. When you are ready to go into the desert, please make sure that you stop. About water. Use the water jug here to fill your canteen. The canteen can hold 16 helpings of water. 1 helping is enough for each member of the party to drink. Remember to drink before it's too late. If you don't, your max HP will go down until you rest at an inn, basically, I think. I don't think the penalty is supposed to be, like, permanent forever. 16 servings of water. Alright. Now, let's save again. So yeah, here we go. Rule 2 of RPGs, read all the text, you never know, might be helpful. Yes. So yeah, you make 1 turn and you just start walking. You make 1 turn to the right like I just did and you start walking. But unlike me, please make sure that you actually remember to go pick up water. I toggled the fast forward there because I'm just like, I don't feel like waiting for this. Oh no! Oh no, it's got cheeks! Oh yeah, oh yeah. You're tough, huh? Ooh. Ooh. You're tough, huh? This is gonna be a problem. Wow. Alright. I did not just that motherfucker did not just try to crush me under his ass. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. That whole round cheeked motherfucker did not literally just try to step up and crush me under. I didn't see that. That was intensely disrespectful. Yeah, I'm not gonna fast forward this time because I might accidentally skip past the water prompt. I'm not careful. Yeah, I would have skipped right past that water prompt. Only one. It's very important. That's why they emphasize to you. One drink is enough for all of your party members. And then literally while Ray is taking care of the Magmite. Huh, that actually worked. That did a pretty good chunk of damage too. I'm impressed. Alright. Yo, what? Good. The influence switched side, because if it hadn't switched, I would have been not happy about that. We want to make sure that Ray does not, under any circumstance, start swinging on us. Because if Ray starts swinging on us, we're not going to have a good time. Ray learned death. Momo and Ray really are mom and dad, right? So, the game does not automatically make camp for you. You have to stop and manually make camp, which is annoying, but make sure that you do it. You have to stop and manually make camp. So, if you get stuck and like absolutely are like, man, you get lost in the desert, like I don't know where to go. If you talk to the Rakta here, you can use it to go back to base camp, right? It's so hot, I'm panting like a dog. We're supposed to head north, right? As long as we can see the stars, we should be alright. It's a long trip ahead. Better conserve water as much as possible. Don't this just beat all? Everywhere you look, sand. How are you supposed to know which way you're going in this? And it gets everywhere. Yeah, it's coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere. Alright. I have a bunch of skilling, so I can afford to just do skill notes here. Move a couple things around. Yeah, this should be good for now. Okay. Gonna make a soft save right here. And let's continue. Spoiler, if sand has enough quartz in it, you can make glass out of it. It's just funny to me. It's like you just look, it's like death. It's like, okay.
Hey.
I would much rather they hit Ryu, because Ryu is not literally built for tanking, but he is functionally close enough that it doesn't matter. Like, Ryu is not straight built for tanking, but he's close enough that it basically doesn't matter. Look at our boy out here smashing smashing and crushing enemies like that. So yeah, the main thing is that it's also like Harris or Horace said, basically speaking, right? Depends on lol. But yeah, occasionally, right? You do have a thing where when you come out of a battle, the heading that you're facing at changes a little bit. Oh, that was a crit. I was like, where did that 1089 come from? Like, that was a crit. Another random fact is that some people use lightning to make glass using lightning rod. Oh yeah, because the heat would cause That tracks. That makes sense. If yeah, well, yeah, probably not. But sometimes, it's about the artistry of the thing, you know? Okay, so at least so far, it looks like mostly they have never turned me looking directly at the false north star. From what I can tell anyway, it looks like they have never put me directly looking at like the false north star. It has only ever really been yeah, it looks like basically whenever they turn me, it looks like it's still always either north or north adjacent, I think, which is helpful. So yeah, basically the reason why you see me turn to the left a couple times is just to make sure. Is basically this is the way to consider it, right? Because no matter the height of it, the evening star always has the same appearance, right? So even though the false north star can always appear at different heights and looks like the north star, so it's easy to get it mixed up. But the evening star will always be blinking in that particular fashion, and is always, if it's directly in front of you, that means you're looking exactly to the west. So if you orient yourself toward the evening star, right? If you turn to the right a couple times, then whatever star shows up first. If you're looking at so I'll do it like this, right? If you're looking at the evening star like this, right? That one over there, because you see how it's very distinct and it's blinking, right? If you turn right a few times, that is always the North Star. And we are doing one turn right from the North Star and just walking straight. So yeah, when you are lost in the desert, Alright, yeah, we're good. Pause. See? I was looking directly at the fake North Star, and I didn't stop to orient myself. Remember, one sip. Alright, and with that set up, let's let it rip. Easy done. Easy operation. Yeah, good time to make a hard save. So come on, come here. Let me make a hard save. So yeah, the Desert of Death is basically just like oh yeah, sorry y'all. I've been so busy trying to make sure that I don't get lost in a desert. I haven't been reading chats. Let me catch up. This is an obnoxious game mechanic, although I see the intent behind it. But I continue to be impressed by the series game and monster design. Yeah, like The creatures in this game be creaturing. They're very, very good. Always with these cheeky boys. Someone on the design team had a type. Yeah. The type was cheek the fuck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Stubby, that's basically that's the main thing, right? Ah, you bastards, you had me looking at the false North Star. Yeah, see, they started you looking at the false one. And you wouldn't have known unless you stopped to check. Huh, I wonder what that little blue thing is over on the horizon. I don't want to move off in this direction and risk getting done up, so we're gonna just keep walking. I'm really surprised that Quake Magic does that much damage, though. It's not like a half, but it's like it's like what, a good 30-40%? When traditionally Momo has not been that strong of a spellcaster in our party. Not normally, anyway. Smoke weed every day. Yep. Good. But yeah, damn, actually. Desert of Death gives pretty good experience, all things considered. Okay, check positioning. Okay, Evening Star's over there. So this is the North Star, one over here. Let's keep going. We have the initiative. All right, that's good. Ah, Jack is paralyzed by the heat. Unfortunate. We're still gonna set the Were Tiger on that first, so that we can just like yeah, because we don't know how much HP it has. So for me, I'm like, I would prefer to just make sure that we just get rid of it quick. Life lesson time always helps someone in need. True enough. Okay. Evening Star. True North Star. Alright, good. Someone on the design team had a type, and the type was cheat. Ah, it's true. The sun is risen. Walking into today only wastes energy. Time to make camp. Yep, let's do it. Me? I'm fine. You should be worried about what's his name, the one wearing the fur coat. Oh. I'm alright. I think we're going to make it, Ryu. God testing us. I'm holding up okay, but I think our little engineer might be having a rough time. Ray did a hit for 420. Ray did a hit for exactly 420 at one point. Yeah. So really, it's interesting because to sort of talk about it from on mobile, the apartment without lights on almost basically look like you deleted your background on a green screen. I do have a green screen, funny enough. I just don't use it very often. That's the funny part. I do have a green screen. I just I don't use it very often. But yeah, it's interesting because the intention of this part, yeah, like this is tedious, right? And I feel like it's one of the things that if it wound up this game, right? If this game got like a remake or a re-release, but probably a re-release would be more likely knowing Capcom. I don't know if they would put time necessarily into wanting to remake this anytime soon. But it's one of those things where it makes me wonder if this part of the game would survive in this form. Because on the one hand, right, I'm going to mention this really big word that is kind of like a big buzzword when you're talking about this kind of stuff. But I feel like I would not be doing my due diligence if I didn't bring it up. The whole idea of like ludonarrative dissonance versus ludonarrative resonance or whatever, right? The concept, in other words, that like, yeah, yep, Risu knew exactly where I was going, right? This is one of those things where the game goes out of its way to sell you on the idea that the desert is very hazardous to navigate and very difficult to navigate, and that if you're not careful, right, all these things happen, XYZ, right? And this part of the design, as tedious as it is, does kind of help sell that, right? Because think about it. Especially if you were to like sit down and follow Forrest's instructions, right? Where he's like, for this many nights you have to do this, for this many nights you have to do that, for this many nights you go in this direction, keep it between this and this, do all that other stuff, right? When you consider the context of, yeah, if you were playing this game with only the information given to you in the game, right? No, navigating this part would be, right, a pain in the ass. As much of a pain in the ass as they imply that it is. Which, I think, to me, is important, right? Like, it's one of those things where it feels in a very real way like, yeah, okay, no, the game is, in fact, not overselling nor underselling the specific difficulty of the thing that it is that you're doing in situations like these, which I think is the important part. Look at those gains. Look at those gains, though. But yeah, right? This is one of those things where it makes me wonder how long this part would have gone without a guide. Yeah. Okay. Evening Star. Good. See, and this is really fucked up, right? Because look, the North Star and the false North Star at this point are basically almost exactly at the same height, right? So, whoops, my bad. So if you weren't checking your stuff, then this is the part where the deserts always get this treatment. I remember 3D Dot Hero having a god-awful desert too. The first and second Breath of Fire games don't have it like this, but the desert overworlds in those games are relatively expansive and annoying to like check through. And in particular with Breath of Fire 2, there is a segment where oh, we had a battlefield right before we got to make camp. I was like, oh, dang. Yeah, there's like water levels are hard to make fun. It seems like, yeah, Return of the Cheek. Return of the Cheek. Mario 3 managed it, granted by being in a completely different genre, but these things happen. Yeah. Is it bad I did the math in my head before the guide and ended up taking the shortcut? I mean, if you did the math, you did the math. They gotta hold that, I guess. And there's Ray's level up. I probably should have put him under a master, but I couldn't figure out who would be who would have been good for him after this point, after he learned all the stuff from Mary Leap. I probably could have just left him with her, just to keep giving him absurd boosts to his agility. And I probably should have done that, but what, you know, whatever. It's fine. Cool. Got a multivitamin. Alright. So probably... It's daytime, and I can't... Hold on. Yeah, we need to just make camp. We're making camp. Because I can't see the stars, and it's daytime. I took like 2 steps, and I'm like, actually... Double rest, maybe? I might have to, actually, come to think of it. Because... it was nighttime when we were out. Man, shit. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta do it again. Nah, you're right. Because it looks like, yeah, it transitioned literally right. It transitioned literally right at the spot. Thank you, Payne. I appreciate that. Because I literally would have probably botched it without thinking about it. Thank you. I didn't realize till you said it that it was like, oh yeah, wait a minute. They're outside, which they wouldn't be if it was nighttime. Alright, that's the evening star over there. We have this. Alright, let's go. Oh, nice. They got Orion's belt. Yeah. So yeah, this is one of those things where it makes me wonder if in a remake of this game, this would survive or not. Because yeah, like the little narrative resonance here, right? Is that, yeah, they talk about how the desert is like difficult to navigate and all that other stuff. And the game kind of reflects that, right? With the way that the stars change after you fight and all this other stuff, right? Alright, I don't think we have to go full Were-Tiger here, or Were-Tiger. We just gotta chop it a couple times and we should be fine. Alright. So, on the plus side, at least I don't have to buy a bunch of multivitamins. Yeah. They might make it so the guide NPC wasn't probably. At the very least, I imagine that they would adjust, they would definitely adjust that in terms of the translation. I also imagine that you would have something like a day-night counter, probably. Like, thinking about it, things like a day-night counter. A way of checking the instructions that he gives you with like an easy pull, right? I also imagine that they probably might take out like the yeah, if they kept it, there'd be a lot that I would assume. I'm just making a couple of like oh. It should be around here, shouldn't it? You might be able to see better from top of that hill, huh? It's a sand boob. RPG rule number 4, if they allow you to steal, then steal everything. Well, love this rule. Alright. Well, we finally got something interesting going on, at least. No, turn back into a sand boob. Yeah, let's be here. Speed on Ryu. It's called a Manmo, and that's all I know. Accession. Let's see. Infinity. Radiance. Trance. Okay. Is this overkill? Yes, it is. But is it funny? Yes. Kaiser. Ryu literally just went Super Saiyan. Correct. I'm gonna see if I can do a funny meme thing. Alright. So, as a reminder, right? The thing about the Kaiser Dragon in this game that makes it so particularly busted is that, so, the thing about the Kaiser Dragon that makes it so busted in this game, and this is important, right? The Kaiser Dragon is the only dragon form Ryu has where he is allowed to use all of his skills that you can use to the skilling. So, what we call IRT Kaiser. Infinity Radiance Trance Kaiser Dragon is extremely expensive to maintain, but against enemies who do not have the ability to really contend with it, you can do stuff like IRT Kaiser, Focus, Shadow Walk. What are they going to do about that? In this particular case, we had IRT Kaiser, double focus, double IRT Kaiser, double focus, double Warshout, and then Shadow Walk, which is like a guaranteed crit, I think. And it's like, what are you going to do? You're just going to die. That's it. That enemy has 3200 HP, by the way. To be exceedingly clear about it, that boss has 3200 HP. So, the heat must have been too much for her. Ah, damn, it's Nina. Oh, who can blame her? Having to fight that monster after walking for so many days. I'm sorry, Ryu. So close. We won't be able to go any further with her in that condition. What should we do, Ryu? Sorry. I don't want to slow you down like this. He looks worried. Is Nina okay? I'm not exactly in great shape myself either, but... We can't move Nina while she's in such bad condition. How bad is she, the princess? Burning up, really. Right. We were so close, too. Well, I suppose we could just use the rock to start over. I mean, we know the way by now, yeah? It ain't her fault. Maybe we're just not supposed to make it. Raktas. Strong, sturdy, and able to live in the desert. They can take anyone lost back to base camp. But Raktas have another talent as well. So, there is something very important to note here. The game alludes to this briefly. It's not cactus juice, but alright, y'all. Everybody, pour one out for our friend Devakta. Because if Nina's got heat stroke, and it so happens that Rakta meat happens to have a certain property. Therefore, there is only one thing that you can do. They want to turn away. I'm gonna swing in 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The meat of a Rakta has water and other nutrients that can resuscitate a person suffering from heat stroke. You got the Rakta meat. So, you killed the Doctor, huh? Yeah. Well, we won't be able to get back now. I'm impressed with you. I didn't think you had it in you. Well, hurry up and get that meat to the princess. Don't worry, we'll make it. We're not gonna die in a place like this. Not as long as you're around, at least. With the sacrifice of the Rakta's life, Ryu is able to save Nina's. Helping the weakened Nina, the party makes their way to the oasis. So yeah, in the end it turns out that we made it there anyway. Daddy, come quick! There's some people who need help! Be at calm. Your lady friend is being cared for by my wife. Please, until you are fully rested, we want you to stay and have our good hospitality. Yeah, but they made it. So basically, once you fight the Monmo and kill the Rakta, you're there. Are you sure you should be up? It's alright, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I worried everyone so much. What is Ryu and everyone else doing? They're over there talking to the chief. About where we're headed. So after this cutscene, I think it is a good time for a break after this cutscene. Unfortunately, I know not of this that you seek. Honorable Fa'a, do you know of any ruins or something similar nearby? Are you seeking ruins? Well, those we most certainly have. To the north, over the hill, there is a place very old that we call Kaer Shan. It is the ruins of a very, very old city. We should go check it out, Done so much for us. Thanks for everything. Yeah, I hope these people own the party in Rakta. I'd rather we don't have to sacrifice another innocent being. It's alright. Since the desert gives us so little, we share what we have with each other. Nina's up and awake. She says that she's fine. So this means you're leaving then, yes? Thank you so much for all you've done for us, Fa. It's no bother at all. I hope that you find soon what you're seeking. Well, at the ruins, we should probably have Momo with us, just in case. But you can't buy camel milk anywhere? Yeah. So, very important to note, if you go this way, you head back out into the desert. That's not what you want to do. You want to come up this way. Now, of note though, is this spot over here. There are lots of containers piled up. Hold on a second. Let me check a thing real quick that I need to. Sure. All right. So Gar is really underleveled here, but it's fine because we don't need him for that much. Oh yeah, I guess I could use Gar to learn the formations if I really wanted to because he's super underleveled. All right, so let's see here. And now that you've done this, guess what, everybody? Now we no longer have to cross the desert. If you remember, we actually came to that area a little earlier in the game to pick up the Radiance Gene, right? And that's why the box was there. That box was there. So that's the funny part. As soon as you get access to, I think, this relay point, if I remember correctly, the moment you get access to this relay point, you can actually literally go to the area that exists beyond the desert, except that you can't get down because that box is there. So, this is the funny part. Basically speaking, if you do not know that you can go to the container yard from here, right? If you do not know that you can go to the container yard from here, then you literally do not get the Radiance Gene until literally when you are outside the gateway to the last dungeon in the game. And by proxy, what that means is, unless you stop and get the Radiance Gene early, you do not have access to the proper form of the Kaiser Dragon until literally that point in the game. As a reminder, in case you missed it, right? You saw that I used the Infinity, Radiance, and Trance genes to transform into the Kaiser, right? Any combination that uses the Infinity gene in it will give you the Kaiser, but there are only 2 combinations that you can use that will actually let you control it properly. If you do Infinity plus Failure, Ryu is much weaker as the Kaiser Dragon, but he remains under your control. I believe that you also, with the Infinity Failure Kaiser, I don't think you have the ability to use any of the skills that he's picked up. If you do Infinity and any other gene combos aside from Infinity Failure, or IRT, Ryu is completely uncontrollable, and much in the same way that like Ray is when he's Berserk as the Were-Tiger, and you can't. I think the best you can do is like influence it. Do you ever get So that's the thing. No matter what gene combinations you use, the Kaiser Dragon will always look like Super Saiyan Ryu. It's just that explicitly, the only way to control... So the form never changes no matter what gene combinations you use. It's just that explicitly, the only ways to control it are either Infinity and Failure or IRT. Those are the only two formations that control it. Yeah, so that's basically it. So that's how they sort of chose to manage it this time out, right? With the first game, it's a thing where you have to go through a very long series of steps, right? To sort of work out how to get the ultimate dragon power anyway. In the second game, the Kaiser Dragon is basically just like a one-shot that eats up all your AP when you use it, but it does like the max damage. It does like max damage every time. But for this game, they were just like, yeah, the only way to really control the power of the Kaiser Dragon is to literally use only these 3 genes in it and nothing else. And that's the only way you can fully control it. Anything else aside from that or Infinity Failure, no good. So, I'm gonna go take a break real quick because we've been going for a little while and I gotta use the restroom. We're not gonna have that much longer after stream when I come back, but I'm gonna just take a quick break, sit down and go kind of like sit that out. We'll take a look at what we're doing, but we're not gonna start the final dungeon tonight because that's a lot. It's a lot, and we got some things to think about. So I will be right back. Please enjoy the comedy stylings of my AFK video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action.
Henty!
The jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make you basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free turns goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so Fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it. That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not going to look at the results of yet. I'm lying. I'm going to look right now. Jesus fuck! Why are y'all like this? What was the reason? This is all according to my calculations. We will probably be fine. God damn it. Can somebody clip that? Going too fast is no good. You facetious motherfuckers. You really are gonna stand up in front of God and everybody. Oh my fucking God. No. No. I can't fucking stand you. How dare you? How very dare you? You right, but shut up. Give me a church. I told y'all I was gonna get a church, and I got a church. Apis above be praised. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. And peanut butter. Praise be to Lord RN Jesus. For in our time of need, he has provided. Can I get a blessings to RN Jesus in the chat? I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
What kind of just nonsense did you just... What in the hell do you mean? You put me on your whole motherfucking screen?
They're all gonna die. Somebody clip that. Oh no. Not again. Y'all do what I think y'all did? Y'all can't bully me like this. Y'all got me all kinds of twists turned up right now. I don't know what the... I applaud you, but also, God fucking damn it. I would just be like... Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I should be fine. fuck all of you. No! 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 That's not how this works. I am the danger. Oh yeah! I'll respond to that, but fuck! That's shit! Fuck! That's all I have to say in response, you know? If you are into fighting games, JRPGs, game design talk, and all that other kind of stuff, please feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/SJH Says Games. I can't fucking stand y'all. I can't. Y'all are the absolute fucking worst. I love this fucking community so much. Y'all are just the best. You know that? All of y'all. All of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. You got the straight mom seal of approval. Also because I'm handsome. Good job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action. Henty!
The jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make do, basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free tours goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it! That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not going to look at the results of yet, I'm lying, I'm going to look right now. Jesus fuck! Why are y'all like this? What was the reason? This is all according to my calculations. We will probably be fine. God damn it. Can somebody clip that? Going too fast is no good. You facetious motherfuckers. You really are gonna stand up in front of God and everybody. Oh my fucking God. No. No. I can't fucking stand you. How dare you? How very dare you? You right, but shut up. Give me a church. I told y'all I was gonna get a church, and I got a church. Apris above be praised. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. And peanut butter. Praise be to Lord R.N. Jesus. For in our time of need, He has provided. Can I get a blessings to R.N. Jesus in the chat? I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
What kind of just nonsense did you just... What in the hell do you mean? You put me on your whole motherfucking screen?
Oh, We're all gonna die. Somebody clip that. Oh no. Not again. Y'all do what I think y'all did? Y'all can't bully me like this. Y'all got me all kinds of twists turned up right now. I don't know what the... I applaud you, but also, god fucking damn it, I would just be like, fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, I should be fine. Fuck all of you. No! 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 That's not how this works. I am the danger. Oh yeah! I'll respond to that, but fuck! That's shit! Fuck! That's all I have to say in response, you know? If you are into fighting games, JRPGs, game design talk, and all that other kind of stuff, please feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/SJH Says Games. I can't fucking stand y'all. I can't. Y'all are the absolute fucking worst. I love this fucking community so much. Y'all are just the best. You know that? All of y'all. All of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. You got the straight mom seal of approval. Also because I'm handsome. Good job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And action.
Henshin!
The jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make you, basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free turns goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it! That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not gonna look at the results of yet. I'm lying. I'm gonna look right now. Jesus fuck! Why are y'all like this? What was the reason? This is all according to my calculations. We will probably be fine. God damn it. Somebody clip that. Going too fast is no good. You facetious motherfuckers. You really are gonna stand up in front of God and everybody. Oh my fucking God. No. No. I can't fucking stand you. How dare you? How very dare you? You right, but shut up. Give me a church. I told y'all I was gonna get a church, and I got a church. Apris above be praised. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah and peanut butter. Praise be to Lord RN Jesus. For in our time of need, he has provided. Can I get a blessings to RN Jesus in the chat? I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
What kind of just nonsense did you just? What in the hell do you mean? You put me on your whole motherfucking screen?
They're all gonna die. Somebody clip that. Oh no. Not again. Y'all do what I think y'all did? Y'all can't bully me like this. Y'all got me all kinds of twists turned up right now. I don't know what the... I applaud you, but also, god fucking damn it, I would just be like, fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I should be fine. Fuck all of you. No! 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 That's not how this works. I am the danger. Oh yeah! I'll respond to that, but fuck! That's shit! Fuck! That's all I have to say in response, you know? If you are into fighting games, JRPGs, game design talk, and all that other kind of stuff, please feel free to follow me over at twitch.tv/SJH says games. I can't fucking stand y'all. I can't. Y'all are the absolute fucking worst. I love this fucking community so much. Y'all are just the best. You know that? All of y'all. All of y'all in here. I appreciate y'all so much. You got the straight mom seal of approval. Also because I'm handsome. Good job. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action.
Henty!
The jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
There's only one person who can stop, and that's me. Hey everybody, my name is Sean. They call me either that or SJ. As I say on my own channel, make games, I play games. Games make do, basically. Did you really think that I was going to let you hit me with that? No. Guess what? I'm still alive, motherfucker. Going too fast is no good. Shut the fuck up. What else you got? I have to hit button. Button hit good. This no count, no good, self-absorbed. Giving free turns goes against my professional ethics. I saved your ass! Yo, the nerve of this motherfucker. The absolute gall. The complete stinkiness. Do you see these motherfuckers? They stole all my shit! Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck now. Stank ass, punk ass, smelly ass motherfucker. Yo! Not with the deep cut. My brain is full of eels. Anyway, so fuck. We should just play this fucking video game. Damn it. That's not fair. No, that's fighting dirty. You can't do that. Just because it's correct doesn't mean it's right. Just for that, I'll teach y'all to talk to me about the consequences of my own actions. And now, this poll that I'm not going to look at the results of yet, I'm lying, I'm going to look right now. Jesus fuck! Why are y'all like this? What was the reason? This is all according to my calculations. We will probably be fine. God damn it. Can somebody clip that? Going too fast is no good. You facetious motherfuckers. You really are gonna stand up in front of God and everybody Oh my fucking god! No! No! I can't fucking stand you! How dare you! How very dare you! You right, but shut up! Give me a church. I told y'all I was gonna get a church, and I got a church. Apris above be praised! Amen! Amen, hallelujah, and peanut butter. Praise be to Lord RN Jesus. For in our time of need, he has provided. Can I get a blessings to RN Jesus in the chat? I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. I have to behave. You know what? I'm just gonna do this.
What kind of just nonsense did you just... What in the hell do you mean? You put me on your whole motherfucking screen?
Oh, they're all gonna die. Somebody clip that. Oh no. Not again. Y'all do what I think y'all did? Y'all can't bully me like this. Y'all got me all kinds of twists turned up right now. I don't know what the... I applaud you. But also, god fucking damn it, I would just be like, fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I should be fine. Fuck. Okay, we're good. Sorry. We should be good now, muted wise. Like I was saying, I was just doing some admin stuff for another community that I'm in while I was doing break stuff, so that's why it took me a minute to get back. Just wanted to sit on, get on top of that, nip it. I say nip it in the bud in the context of making sure that things don't go horribly off base. SJ returns my days once again. Thank you, Cal. So yeah, at this point, basically, so yeah, that's the nice thing, right? Now that at this point we have broken that box in the container yard, now we have access to the entire game world, basically, right? Now, the main thing to note is that the rest... Yeah, the container yard itself, though, does have some very interesting enemies, we will say, on the inside. So for our part, we're not really going to mess with them because we're not trying to get hands thrown at us like that. Oh, cool. It looks like Nina's, God, she's fragile, though. So yeah, that's probably why, Payne said earlier that he puts her under, Ball as a master. And honestly, it makes sense. I'm not doing it, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't make sense, because Nina literally has... Nina, aside from Peiko, I think, is the only character... Yeah. Peiko is the only other character who is at single-digit HP, and double-digit instead of triple-digit. And with Peiko, it's literally because he's under-leveled. We could literally just, do a couple things here and there, and then bam, we're good. Alright, so Karishan, an empty city inhabited only by machines. Jeez. This is not the best sword in the game, by the way. It's still not. So yeah, I don't want to get started on it because we only have like 9 minutes left or so. So I think this is more like a good time to do stream cleanup, basically. Maybe this is the time we do hide and seek. Yeah, we can do a little bit of the hide and seek stuff, I think. This is probably the best way to use our time that's left. Because if Gar is at level 20, right, then jumping him from level 20 to level 23 should not be very hard, and that should get us chain formation. Oh. It got everybody, huh? That was rude. So yeah, let's see. Colony, Jagnir, Container Yard. Nope, we're going to Relay Point B. So yeah, let's see here. And then we're going to stick ourselves right outside of Windia. Yeah, basically, literally, I'm going to go pick up like 2 of the... I think we can probably have enough time to pick up like 2 of the siblings, I think, if that. Maybe we can do all 3 if I go a little bit over, but... Okay. So, I think we already found one of them. Easy way to check is just to go by the fountain and go look. Yeah, so we found this guy. You won't find everyone so easily, but I'll give you some hints, okay? Lang has never been outside of Windia in his life. So, that is surprisingly vague, and you might be like, well, how is that supposed to help? Well, if we come over this way, move. Like, please. Like, not even. Come on now. Actually, let's just turn off Rambats for this part. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Because, like, literally these enemies don't... These enemies don't, like, mean or do much of anything at this point. And they'll just waste our time. Shucks, you found me. I guess I shouldn't have hidden so close. Is there a guard? There was a zombie right there. Yeah. So yeah, that's where one of the... So basically the 4 spots that they're in are as follows. One of the trip... Like, when you speak to the... Because there's 4 of them, right? Bias, the oldest one, who we just saw, this guy. This one here. He is in the Donna Mine, roughly in the area where Ryu woke up as a child. He's in that general vicinity. Lang, right? Is hanging out here in the crypt, as you saw. And then between what Bice and Lang just told us, yep, same 4 kids, correct. So, Lee, you basically have to use both Lang and Bias's 2 hints to kind of narrow it down. Because Bice said that she's in a place where a tree grows that doesn't grow anywhere else. While Lang said that she should be somewhere in eastern Windia, right? So, if you take those 2 things together, she's over here. Yeah, like basically only if you like literally mash the camera up in like the upright, that's the only way that you get to see it, right? Now, and this is why I personally was like, the best time to do this really is, and you're about to see why I say this in a minute. The best time to do this search is basically after you have been across the sea and come back. You can do it before then, and it's fine. But my recommendation is at least when you're across the sea and come back, for one reason and one reason only. It's because the last of the quadruplets is at Junktown. I forgot to go talk to the others for the hint. But between the 3 of them, they will probably wind up telling you that she's in Junktown, basically. So we're gonna go to Relay Point A. So that's basically the way that this is sort of like divided up, right? Relay Point B will allow you to basically go anywhere within the Donna region and the Ural region and Windia. Relay Point A will take you over to Relay Point A here will either let you cross the sea for the next will either let you cross the sea or bring you over to Steel Beach and Junktown. Right? And so that's why at least by my perspective, the best time to do it is after you have unlocked Relay Point A so that you can come to Steel Beach, leave, go to Junktown, talk to her, warp back to Windia, and you're set. Because if you do it earlier than that, right, then in the context of a lot of the other stuff that you have to do in this game, without things like being able to turn off random battles and things like that, you wind up in a situation where you have to do a lot of crossing over mountains and a bunch of other stuff that's kind of a pain in the neck, right? So in terms of like minimizing the amount of like hassle you have to go through, my general recommendation, if you want to do it quick and easy, is to do it basically at this point. Or at least after you have at least gotten access to Relay Point A on Steel Beach. Because at that point, you can just warp over to Junktown, grab her, warp over to Donna, go into the Donna mines and get Bice. And then literally just take one step out to Eastern Windia, grab Lee, and then go into the crypts, grab Lang in Windia, bam, done. So, you have to find all 4 of them before any of them become masters. Like, that's the way that works. So basically what I'm doing at this point is a nation. We're going to go Relay Point B, right? Because basically the way to think about it is that Relay Point A is basically like your cross C hub. Relay Point B is your hub for this other part of the world. So yeah, once the portal system is open is ideally the best time. Like, even if you choose to like hold off, or at least if you want to do it, let me phrase it differently. Even if you choose to not wait until after you unlock the Relay Point A, you should at least wait to do the, in my opinion anyway, to cut back on the amount of like traveling you have to do. I personally recommend that you wait until you have at least the fast travel system unlocked before you do this side quest, because at least then you can grab a good 3 out of the 4 of them before you even get to Steel Beach and Junktown later on. I never guessed you'd find everybody. From now on, you're all part of the gang. If you listen to what I tell you, your power will go up. I bet you want me to show you all my tricks, right? So, the only real, of these 4 for chain formation, the only one we need to talk to is Bice. Just him. Him, get 3 levels, bam, chain formation. But we're not going to get that started right now because it is 9:04 and it's about that time to go. So we're going to pop camp here. We're going to pop camp here, make a save, and I'm going to go find us somebody to hang out with. Alright. So. Yeah, next time is probably when we're going to let rip on the last dungeon. We'll see if I make it through. We might finish the game next week. It's a hard call. Don't know. You might be able to do it, you might not. And I only say that in the context of it literally might take longer than what I have time for. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Cal. All right. Mods are probably asleep. Shark might still be lurking, so I'm good. Oh, surprise! I was incorrect. All right. So TLDR. Game analysis and design articles I write over on cohost.org/SJHDoesGames. You can find past ones up on my Medium. Stream VODs will be up at youtube.com/@SJHDoesGames. It usually takes them about like a day or so to process. After we're done with Breath of Fire 3, whenever that is, I'm going to like sit down and update the playlist some because we've got a lot that have come up. Ko-Fi, if you want to support me in the stream but don't want to give money to Amazon and Jeff Bezos, I keep $5 out of I keep $4 basically out of like a $5 a month Ko-Fi subscription, if that is how you want support, as opposed to like the $2.50 I get out of like out of a Twitch sub. So if you want to support that way, that's preferred, but otherwise, either or is fine. My Throne has various gifts on there, like helping me to crowdfund for a new monitor and a monitor arm. Not because mine don't work, but just because right now I'm on one monitor for each of the computer setups that I have going. And for certain things like streaming, it's easier to have two monitors on the same streaming computer so that I can like move some things around off screen without like interfering with what we have going on. And then all my other social media links are up on my card. So let me go see who we can potentially go hang out with today. Oh yeah, Gilded. If you want to hang out with us when we're not like streaming or doing stuff like that, Gilded is a joint. Go on ahead and join that if you are in the mood, right? Again, also not required. Entirely up to you. Okay. So let's see. Maybe it's peas today. I think. Let me just double check and make sure that we don't like miss him with him like going like with like him ending or something. I'm gonna go double check real quick just to make sure. It's only been on for an hour, so all right, should be good. Okay, so we're gonna go hang out with Peas SMB. He plays a lot of like Mario Kart 8 and just generally kind of like likes to relax and chill, and like relax and chill as much as you can when you're playing Mario Kart. But you get what I'm getting at. So insofar as like stream plans for this week, we've got Game Dev stream on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time, like we always do. Fighting Friday should be at the same time also. I'm gonna sit down and put together my other Dare Drop submissions and get them in like before Tuesday, and we'll see how we go for keys and how all that goes in. Aside from that, yeah, Breath of Fire next Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. We might finish it. We might come close. I am not entirely certain. I will see if I can at least snag like chain formation and maybe the fishing stuff offline this week, but I may just be having my nose down to the grindstone for game dev stream stuff. But yeah, when we get to Peas, just hit him with an SH says rates. Throw in your favorite emotes from your favorite channels. Let him know who sent you. And that's pretty much all I've got. Thank y'all for coming by. I appreciate it. Wash your hands, wear a mask, don't go outside if you don't have to, be excellent to each other. Make sure that you communicate your needs to your friends. Even if it feels like it might be awkward or a little bit like you might be like killing the fun or whatever, better that you say it and let it be known versus not saying it and not letting it know, right? But yeah, the people to not be excellent to: bigots, racists, turfs, sexists, anti-queer folks, Zionists, or people who don't think that Zelda is an RPG and get stinky about it. Genres in video games are weird. And so my only particular take on it is that if you're talking about RPGs from the perspective of role-playing independent of the systems that are used for it, used for like interaction and things like that, yes. You can make the argument that Zelda is in fact an RPG. Right? It is most commonly you're just memeing? Okay. I was about to say, because like you know me, I am completely down to have that discussion in like a constructive context entirely. You know me. Don't press the special. There's a combo elsewhere. Fair. I was about to say, Shark. Don't press the special. You can't press the special interest button and not. I'm fucking around a little bit now. Also, anyway, let me make sure that we don't get caught by these ads. Thank y'all for coming by. I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. Take care. Be cool. I'm not answering that question, Cal. Night, y'all.